Not so long time ago, we started talking about melodies of Ba'al Salam, and we were disturbed. So there was this topic we discussed about classical composers, Bach and others. And you mentioned the level of sensitivity of Bach and others, but still they are far from spirituality. Their music is not spiritual. It's not spiritual because it's not coming from sensing two opposite qualities, receiving and bestowal. It only falls into one quality of receiving, and in one egoistic direction. Therefore, but it's the same with all composers, so all artists, painters, sculptors, all of them worked in one direction only. There was nothing with exception with a few Kabbalistic compositions. They were all egoistical. Still, though, their music would display humans' yearning towards spiritual ascent. And it can be felt by their inclinations. And that difference is tremendous between the music that turned towards seeking of the soul and something beyond this world, and let's say comparing to Italian music, let's say. Yes. Tchaikovsky, in fact, can also be considered as an Italian composer. Yes, it is soft, kind, tender music, harmonious, and so on, but it doesn't rip you apart to free your soul so it can soar. So it's not Bach. And who else besides Bach you think was yearning toward the same things? Or are there a few of that type, but mainly they are medieval composers. But very few. None of them can come close to Bach, though. No. The rest are or music that is written off of these tremendous egoistical inclinations, pressures. It can also be beautiful, for instance. There are composers like that. You mean it awakens some kind of feelings in you or something? It awakens hard feelings, yes, of completely different type. Why Wagner? Here's an example for you. I didn't want to call it that name. Yes, here's Wagner, for instance. Brilliant composer, very talented, but he would be choked constantly. He would have these hatred attacks. It would choke him. He had to express his bitterness. Unhappy man. Very serious left line would be passed through him. He would be blind to anything else in the world besides that. Only left line, as it is mentioned in Megillah Esther, Scrolls of Esther, dedicated to Purim. That yet all this availeth me nothing so long as I see Mordecai, the Jew, sitting at the king's gate. Can't do anything with myself. That's the typical unfortunate feeling of anti-Semites, which can't do anything about it. It just burns inside of him from morning till night, and he can't get rid of it. And I understand that. Frankly speaking, I'm compassionate about them. I understand them. It's a special force in the nature, a global force which stands against the other. And those who have that burning in them aren't happy people. Being constantly in hatred, they eat themselves up. They dedicate their entire lives to it. along with that, for that reason, Hitler liked Wagner. Is that true? Yes, of course. Hitler himself had those kind of big issues. Yeah. As a matter of fact, when you approach the root of anti-Semitism, you end up very close to Judaism, to genuine one, to Kabbalah. Therefore, all of them knew exactly where it all comes from, more or less. Suspected, at least. They understood that these things are exalted. Have you read Henry Ford? A long time ago. Check it out. Or check this book on anti-Semitism that was published here with us. What they're writing here, they express brilliant thoughts. Very bright men, highly educated, with wide views on history, geography, everything. Very royal men. But they possess this idea. And at the end, they arrive at the right understanding of the mission of Jews. Look what Henry Ford writes. He writes that, I hate them only for that they can't accomplish their mission. And I only will find peace when I see them executing it. This mission. Well, okay. What else we have left to do? We need to execute. Nothing we can do.